follow us at Beer Plans Podcast and share this podcast with your friends and family.
Hey Beer Planners, we are here with another episode of the Beer Plans Podcast.
Yeah! Motherfuckers!
What's up?
Woo!
What's good?
I am DJ Melodies.
I'm DJ V-Loss.
I am not a DJ, and this is Vinny.
Also not a DJ, this Flash.
And also not a DJ, Mr. Brown.
Y'all should get on it, yo. Y'all should become
I'm
DJs.
good.
We have a very special announcement. By the time this one airs, it will be the podcast 1 year anniversary.
Yeah!
Make some noise.
Woo!
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh, yeah, let's
Crazy,
drink to
man.
that.
Already got our first millions.
Let me hold a dollar.
Manifesting.
Me
The new iPhone came
Take a
out.
sip.
The new iPhone, that's the same iPhone, that's the new iPhone.
That's right.
So, guys, let's give the people a recap of how you came about with the podcast. Who idea was it? When did it start? Well, obviously a year ago, but how did it start? Y'all said this before, but since it's the anniversary, you got to recap it.
Well, first of all, shout out to the Uber driver in New Orleans. That's where it really started.
First of all, for getting us home.
That too.
You know. It's just the fact that we were just in the back bullshitting. Just talking about, I think we were talking about rappers or something. I know, what a surprise. And
Always.
and the guy dropped us off, and he's just like, "Yo, like, you guys should do a podcast." I don't think anybody's ever said that to us before. So it was.
How long was this drive?
Long enough.
10 minutes.
Like 10
And
minutes, 8
within
minutes.
10 minutes,
long
he was
enough.
like, y'all should.
We found our destiny. It can happen that quick.
You know what I'm saying? There you go.
So I mean, it's been something we've been mulling around, but like at that point, it's just like, yo, like fucking do it. Like that's the thing about your hopes and your dreams and stuff, especially in this day and age. Mm-hmm. Like it's not now. It's easier more than ever now to just fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just, you know, if you ain't got the money, if you ain't got the resources, you don't got all that, you can't do shit if you just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? So, and like, look how it's evolved from the first episode we did where, you know, we were all over the place, and now we got scripts, and now we have a girl.
There's no scripts. What are you talking about?
I mean,
Got some organization.
off the top of the dome.
Yes, freestyle.
And,
With a slight reference. That's all. Reference track.
yeah.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah, so, but if we never did anything, we wouldn't all be here. And it's cool, like, when people quote your podcast, old co-workers text you about still laughing at the most embarrassing story you've ever told in your life. So it's cool. It's a cool thing, and there'd be many more changes to come.
Where do you see it going? Where do you want it to go?
I mean, I see it without a doubt. Like we you know, us in a more professional studio, just, you know, getting ads, getting sponsors, like this becoming a salary for all of us. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes an umbrella. Like me and Vinny were actually talking one time about you know, starting the Beer Plans Productions, where it'll be other stuff. You know, we'll have you know, video content of original stuff. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just doing the podcast, and then, you know, other people hop on the train and stuff like that. So I mean, I see it being a whole thing, like a whole wave. I said that I believe true success will come in the next. I said 3 years at the time. Now it'll be 2 years. So yeah, I mean, there's a whole blueprint for it. You know what I'm saying?
So thanks everyone for the support, for the love, for the listens.
Yeah, laughing
Absolutely.
at our
We
dumb
appreciate
asses.
all the love and the hate, if there's any.
I'm sure some of that.
After
And we
Harris.
hope we taught y'all something other than not smearing shit on the wall.
You
They call that's a
can
callback
see
in the
P-Loss's face right now. It's
I
hilarious.
haven't learned that. Okay. Well, you were the newest member of this. Like, how do you feel since you started your journey on this?
Sorry, the cat.
Felt the wetness of the pussy. She's going to put your nose against my hand when I'm not
I
looking.
was trying not to react, but his face was felt like, what is that? What was the question?
You're the newest member of the Rockefeller team.
Hey.
So,
Well put.
It's cool. I like it so far. Like I feel like I don't know. Like I've been talking about doing a podcast for a while, and I just feel like it happened just the way it needed to. I came in where I could fit in. Like, of course, I didn't have the technology or the knowledge to, like, all right, what equipment I need to get. But the fact that you guys had already started it, and then I knew Vinny, he's like, well, come on over. It's like, man, it's already a home. You just gotta, jump in where you fit in, and then, so I think it came organically, and I like that about it.
Yeah,
and
sure. It definitely was not forced.
It definitely wasn't forced.
Not
And I
at all.
want to see us grow. I want us maybe get to the point where we're doing like live shows and tours, maybe.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
fun.
that'd be great. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I've been thinking about, like, we go to different spots to do a live record and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But in due time, I got plans for next year. So,
yeah, I think it's been a good journey. But enough of that mushy shit.
No, what Disney movie is this? Like, what the fuck?
It's Encanto.
Yeah, I love Encanto.
It's my joint.
It's weird they didn't have a bad guy, but all right.
The bad guy was what? The Family Secrets or some shit?
No fucking way. No fucking
about
way. That's too deep of a dive.
They tried to make what's his name?
Bruno?
Bruno?
Right, but Bruno was really one of the protagonists.
Now I
He
gotta
was
watch
the one
it.
trying to keep it.
You
Yeah,
haven't
so,
shown
yeah.
your daughter in Kanto?
I just got Disney Plus today. Did we not talk about that?
That's true. You got me there.
But the listeners don't.
Oh, right. Haven't seen it yet. We
I haven't seen it
But
either.
bro, Encanto.
You haven't seen
and Coco.
Encanto either?
No.
Like, even if you
Right.
don't,
I mean, I don't have any kids,
it's a good
and
Okay.
well, you don't have kids either, so I don't know. That's not my excuse.
Well, I saw it at
He
work.
is a kid.
I saw it at work. Your son's a kid.
Yeah,
I
true.
don't know what kind of comeback that
It wasn't
was.
Maybe
comeback at
next
all.
time I get my nephew at the house, maybe we'll see.
Well, speaking of being younger and everything, you know how like back in the day, your body was like a slight bit different. I don't know if any of y'all seen that.
Bad Boys 1 compared to Bad Boys.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Meme
the
with
Martin
Martin.
meme.
Martin
It's like how you was in high
Good
school versus
God.
today.
Yes.
Yeah, but it be like that sometimes. But to that, like,
That's one of our topics for today.
yeah.
Body image and weight gain, and what men and women think are viewed as attractive as far as body image. So this topic is near and dear to me, like something I've struggled with, especially with the pandemic. I feel like a lot of us have gained a lot of weight, and oh shit. And it's just been hard to get off. Like, it's difficult to work out when you're in your 20s and late 20s, and then when your body changes when you hit 30, it's just like the energy is gone. So I brought this topic to us. I wanted to get the male's perspective, and all of us have different thoughts and views. So let's start. I feel like we live in this perfection culture right now. Everybody's getting surgery. Everybody thinks that people should be shaped like Coca-Cola bottles, especially in the black community. I feel like in other communities, you can have a regular ass body.
Coca-Cola bottles.
Yeah, it's like
That's the
everybody's just
hourglass
like the
figure. That's what
hourglass
she's referring
figure.
Who was
But
that?
No,
maybe
you don't know. You don't know what that is.
maybe
Yeah.
That's
Upgrade
What the
yourself.
fuck is that
That's
shit?
basically your type. It's basically
yourself.
so basically if you an hourglass figure is like a curvier figure. So you have the wide hips,
Snatch-
snatch
That's
waist,
a
thin waist.
Coca-Cola bottle?
Snatched waist.
You got, if you think about how
Wide at the
Coca-Cola-
bottom,
Yes.
slim at the top. Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what
I
Coca-Cola
feel like these days we want a 2-liter Coca-Cola bottle, but you smash it in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
What?
but only slightly, not unrealistic.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. What's this Coca-Cola bottle bullshit?
You just never heard that terminology. That's all.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? What 19s, 20s? Where did you get that from? Coca-Cola bottle.
She's kind of right, though.
It's a thing, dude.
It's a thing. Thank you.
So I think what
It's a dumb thing.
No,
It
so
is
you gotta
very
think
much a
about
dumb
what. So
thing.
I think with some of these, I guess young ladies or women who are getting work done, a lot of them strive for that figure. So what they'll, so they want the thick hips and thighs and ass with a snatched tiny waist. That's what they're kind of going for. So if you look at that.
Tiny waist.
Yeah, like no waist.
yeah,
That's the thing.
I'm just-
Hence, like waist trainers and
I'm just having trouble understanding what y'all talking about. For real. Maybe
we gotta show you a picture.
Don't be that.
That's a viral.
gotta get you outside more, bro.
Exactly.
DJ
He's
Relax.
really liking. He's acting like that person. Like, what do you mean?
I honestly don't get what y'all
DJ
talking about.
Velas is
Waist
like,
trainers are
He
definitely.
just needs a
thing,
picture for reference. He
sure.
would really, if we show you a picture, he'll get it.
DJ Velas is like, but what do you
He just never heard the
onto?
terminology.
Yeah, like what is this bullshit?
When I'm
What are y'all talking about?
when I'm hitting it from the back, what
He's
what
so
do I
focused on
hold
the
on?
ass, he ain't thinking about nothing else. You know what I mean?
No, listen. I need. I don't know. I feel like I'm like most dudes out here now. We want meat on their bones. You know what I'm saying? Like I've hooked up with skinny chicks, and I felt like it came to a stop. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was aside, it came to a roadblock. You feel what I'm saying? And like thicker girls, like you all the way. It's a constant road trip. You know what I'm saying? So
I do not believe he likes thick girls. I'm sorry.
what? Are you insane?
Don't believe it.
Oh, you're crazy.
You'd be surprised.
I'm about to say,
Very
like,
surprised.
yes,
Gotta see
that's
this lineup.
kind of a thing.
There's a lineup.
Might be. I don't know.
There
Okay, you know what?
So
If there is one, don't say it.
All right.
So we know what body type DJ Velas likes, but I guess let's get a bit back on task here. Like, so do y'all? You asked this question. I'm not.
I'm not. Let me lead this.
Thank you. That makes it's a lot more appropriate.
I looked at I was like, I'm not asking this.
Yeah, you really have to ask us. Like,
Guys is all looking at me like, this is your shit.
yeah, really.
Right, like, I look flashing his eye, so.
I'm looking at the table like, yo, no eye
From
contact.
around the table, do you guys like your body currently? Like in the state that it's in right now, are you like, yeah, I'm feeling this when you look in the mirror?
Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
No, for me, I'll admit it.
Nah.
I'm good.
Yeah, got half
What does
an
that mean? What does that even mean? What does that mean? Is that a solid? That's not a solid yes or no.
I mean, yeah.
Who?
That's a
like,
yes. That's a yes.
good.
That's
You good?
I'm 100% happy with my body type, bro. Like, I'm good.
See, that was better than I'm good.
That's what it
That's
is.
his.
Like,
That's
yo,
you know.
I'm good.
That's his, yeah.
Do we
That's his
dare?
personality. You already know.
Captain Cool. He's like, I'm good.
Do we dare ask you?
Some days, most days, no. Some days I'm like, oh, okay, you looking good, and then most days I'm like, you gotta get 50 pounds off.
50 pounds? You would
50
disappear.
pounds.
Yeah, right. You would slip through that crack in the floor.
50
Yeah,
pounds. And
50 is
that's
a lot.
another thing. Like weight looks different on certain people. Like
That's true.
you think somebody could be pushing 300 and you like, oh well, they got the body, the curves, it doesn't look like it. And then someone else with a different body, you're looking at that person like, oh, she
That's
looks
very
like
true.
SpongeBob. She's
she looks like Sponge.
Different people
she
do
looks
wear-
like
Yeah,
she
everybody
must be
wears their weight
300.
differently.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, different people wear their weight different. That's guys and girls.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
Sure.
And with 50 pounds, so what are your goal weight? Like that's not, is that a lot to y'all? 50?
I don't have a number. I just want to be healthy.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
I feel like you're not. I feel like you're healthy.
I've been healthier. Pre-pandemic and
What?
daily wine habit.
Yeah, you're healthy. Take another sip of your drink.
We're all drinking calories right now.
I know we're all drinking our calories right now.
Right.
Talking about body image and health and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
No,
that is true.
I think that as someone that grew up like as the fat kid and then had like skinny moments and fat moments and very fat moments and then skinny moments, like yeah, so it's something that you're constantly cognizant of. But one of the things I think as a greater like social part, in as much as you care about that, which I think is really where a lot of the like, oh, I'm not happy with my body comes from, is like what you think other people think. But I think a lot of it comes down to confidence. Like take Rick Ross for example.
Right.
Before he lost all that weight, like that motherfucker was still walking around on stage with his shirt off, like he was Tank.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like
no fucks.
swole Tank, not even like skinny Tank. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I think like part of like body image and all of that is feeling comfortable in your body and feeling comfortable in what you see. I'm not talking about that. Now, I will say this. I am not pro like, oh, you know, love your body for what it, no, sometimes you're unhealthy. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm not on that wave of
the body positivity movement. That sounds like
body positivity is good, but ignore the fact that your toes might get lopped off next week. It's not good. Like, you know,
the fact that you're like at the diabetic level.
Right. Which is why I say I don't have a goal weight. I just want to be healthy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a weird thing that now that we're older and we're cemented in this age of social media, it does suck, and I feel for women that y'all got to deal with this. Like looking at you know, these bitches online that they carefully craft what they're gonna take a 10-second video for. You know what I'm saying? So you think that it's always, they always look like that and shit, and that's a shitty thing. And I don't know. I hope that my ladies can get over that shit, yo, because it's just this shit's not real. Like nothing online is real.
But I'm sorry, I ain't mean
that is a fact. Literally nothing online.
It's fantasy. So, but see, it's like I'm watching Love Island right now, and yes, I just admitted that to y'all. I love the show Love Island USA on Peacock, and it's a weird thing. Like you see all these people, like they're beautiful, beautiful people on TV, and it's not just this one show. It's another show, and then another show, and then another show, and then another show. So then you really start to think that something's wrong with you in the way that you look. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, ladies. You have my heart goes out to you. Like that's a shitty thing. Like I would never want to wake up and feel like I don't compare to what's accepted as attractive. You know what I'm saying?
I would argue that, I mean, that goes both ways. You know what I mean? Like, I find it interesting that women get got by social media because they do the same tricks with social media. Like, a lot of women know the tricks of angles, you know, tricks of filters and all this other stuff.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I'm like, yo, if you do that, what makes you think that a Kim Kardashian isn't doing that? What makes you think that any famous person isn't doing that? And more importantly, they probably have somebody that watches and focuses on that stuff so they know what to put out versus not. So I mean, right. So I'm like,
Facetune app.
But plus, it's a team behind these people. That's another thing.
They have the money for the team to like really, because you know, if you want that real good photoshopping, you know what I mean, and you know, you got to get the Facetune app, and then that's you know what I mean, and then you know, you have people who can edit your content, and you know, so
and guys do that too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like guys do the same type of stuff. So I'm like, just in general. I'm like, yo.
I'll admit, I know my angles.
Don't.
Because dude secrets is this. Like, whenever a dude takes a photo, like, with the abs out, he did like 200 crunches before that.
Well, that's one thing. That's
okay.
No, I was going to say, I've heard Hugh Jackman one time say on the set of Wolverine, or wherever he got to take his shirt off, he'd be sitting, like, with sandbags for, like, 10, 20 minutes before they even start filming it, you know, to get them more shredded and stuff.
Because no matter how in shape you are, you're resting like how you look resting is not cut up. No one gets out of bed cut up like Captain America.
Low key, most of them actually. I didn't cut you off. My bad. I was gonna say low key. Most of those like, you know, these guys doing these Marvel movies and get jacked. Most of them are like, you know, having low key eating disorders or like, you know, on steroids.
Well,
you gotta bulk up so quick. And
hold on, real quick. One more. Same thing, ladies. Whenever you see the dude with the picture with the gray sweats on, he played with that shit to get a little chub. Sorry. Absolutely.
So, yo, I'm looking at Reddit porn right before I take that picture. You know?
I mean, like, what you think you just walk? You know how uncomfortable that would be? Just walk around, shit knocking against your leg all day.
Oh my god!
It's a nice warm feeling.
I love the honesty.
But then you get bat wings too.
Right,
the
balls,
like.
So
right, yo, wait, one more. Y'all ever be walking in the mall, like in a public place, and like your balls stuck to your legs, so you gotta do the little
you gotta do the waddle.
Exactly.
That's the worst.
Carry on, Flash.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I didn't mean it.
That's where we go.
It did though. It really did though. It really.
How y'all waddling?
DJ Melodies is so red right now.
Yo, we definitely be walking like Danny DeVito in Batman Returns. Like, for real.
Right, like, yo, I'm just saying. But yeah, go ahead, Flash.
Yo, Vinny had all valid points. Like, no debate on those. The only thing I would throw in is that, like, I mean, for someone, especially from a guy's perspective, like, especially with fighters, like when you cut weight and when you do different stuff, there are things that a guy can do to keep his spot and to keep him defined, keep him cut. But that being said, for those pictures that we do as guys, we probably put some weeks in to take those pictures. Like we say it's on the beach, we were working out because we knew we would take pictures on the beach. Right. You know what I'm saying? So there's stuff that you can do as a guy to make yourself look cut, to find that are real things. You know what I'm saying? But just understand a lot of times that those took weeks and to make it that point.
That's true.
Right. That's a fact. Exactly. So, and you know, like when you get older, life happens. You know, maybe you have kids or something, you get married or whatever, and so then it's like,
let's get that love weight.
Right, you get that happy weight. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, all right, well, like now you gotta like try to stay motivated because it's not like your early 20s when you ain't had no responsibility. So you just go to the gym all day. Like,
right.
Yeah, life gets in the way, man. You know, but
and I can admit I'm someone who struggles to like get motivated sometimes to like work out and shit. Like I literally like have to tell myself to force myself. I have to force myself half the time. Like if I'm actually gonna go to the gym. And
right. So
reality is lately, especially, it ain't been happening.
Which actually brings up a good point. Like, what are some of the things that y'all do like to stay motivated? Like, all right, so Flash, you're a fighter, so like you have to like have that discipline in order to do that. So like, what are some things that you do to stay like motivated?
I mean, you just mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I go back to the gym, them young dudes coming up, they like, yo, I want my sparring matches. I want those rounds. So if I ain't on point, yo, you gonna get beat up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know people are waiting on you. And it's always a friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? But you just want to make sure you're on point. So motivation-wise, you know these young dudes, they don't get tired. So you got to be in the gym. You got to work just as hard to make sure that you don't get tired.
Random question. When you're fighting, like, how long it take you to get gas? Like, how long is the average person? You got like a minute in you?
Because fights be seeming like
long. All right, so here's the thing we do, right? Like, it's not that you don't get gas, but you get your body used to working out while you're still gas. So, like, for me, when I get ready for a fight, my treadmill is 30 minutes running on hills. And then that's your beginning part. You know what I'm saying? Then you got burpees, you got jump ropes, you got pull-ups, you got dips, you got ab workouts, you got ropes. Then you go to your fighting practice. You know what I'm saying? So, like, after a while, right? So that's why you see a lot of these fighters, they're so cut. A lot of them aren't built because you're burning so much muscle and fat because cardio was 90% of it. Because your body has to get used to fighting tired. So a lot of times, if you see that same fighter walking around, he'll have a fight lined up, he'll be 30 pounds heavier. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not burning off all of that fat and all of that muscle. But a lot of it is cardio, so you just get your body ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. So, thoughts on like fitness and dieting. Actually, I have a question on that.
I want YouTube to tell them to stop playing the ads to say, you don't need cardio to lose weight. Stop telling me that, YouTube. You do.
I've seen those ads.
Right.
Okay, fuck you, don't.
What does it tell you? What is it? What do they? What's the?
They want you to buy that plan.
They want you to buy the fitness plan, basically.
Flat tummy
It's
tea.
usually, or either that, or it's like some personal trainer probably who has some kind of app or some kind of product they're probably trying to hawk or whatever.
Fuck out of here.
All right. So what's a supplement or one of those like get swole quick schemes that y'all have tried?
There is none. It don't exist. It does not exist.
Disciplined motherfucker.
I'm just saying, these two niggas are like, in healthy shape. So I'll speak for like the, dad bods out here. I'll admit that like there was nigga, please. No. Bro,
I have a gut. Like, it's there. I promise.
But I think so. There was a period of time where I actually like tried. It's called Alley.
Oh.
So it's like basically.
Was it like colorful? Where the package was like white?
Something like that. It's white. Yeah, it's like red blue or something. And it's like a pill. It's like it's basically like a diet pill.
Oh, I know which one.
So basically, you take this pill, and basically, if you eat bad food, I think it would make you shit, and then it would make you like, and it would come out really greasy and gross. From you know what I'm saying. So I
Didn't y'all just order food?
So I literally like I saw like an ad online or like on TV or some shit. I don't know. It was advertised somewhere, and I saw it, and I was like, I guess it was one of those days I wasn't feeling great, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Maybe I should order this. And I tried it for a little while, but again, that shit don't really nothing.
Side effects?
Huh. Greasy poop.
Yeah.
Gross
That was enough. Man. It was a while back, but so I don't remember all the side effects. But yeah, I didn't do it that long. I did like a month, and I was like, nah, this ain't for me.
Yeah, that's fucking gross, man.
So I tried hydroxycut in my 20s.
I remember that.
And I lost 30 pounds in a month.
You sound like the commercial.
Yeah, right.
Yes, he do.
But and legit, I did, and I wasn't eating all like vegetables either. But this was like literally probably the month before someone died because their logic was, oh, if I lost this much in a month, if I take double, I'll lose double the weight, and then they died. So they pulled it and then several months later, they brought it back, but they brought it back without like the ingredients that actually like helped.
Wow.
They just added like more caffeine in its place, and it didn't work the same.
Oh, that's like a full loco.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just like the Four Loko shit.
Right. That's my one like dietary thing that I tried that actually kind of worked. I can't even lie. Like in 2008 or 9 or whenever that was, hydroxycut actually worked.
Wow.
The only thing I've tried was the B12 shot. I did that in my 20s, and I felt like I was gonna die. Like it made I got hot, like it had my heart racing.
Oh gosh.
Like it just felt weird. And I've only had that feeling one other time, and that was when I had a sugar-free Red Bull.
Oh shit.
And I felt like I was going to die then. So I don't know what's in that B12 shot, but I never went back again. It's supposed to help you, I guess, it's supposed to curb your appetite or something.
It's an appetite suppressant.
Yeah, it made me feel jittery. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I take that now. Like I take 5 Hour Energy, and one of the things is in
I
5 Hour
told you
Energy.
stop taking that shit.
Yeah, yo.
Bro, you get up at 3-4 in the morning at the bed up, and you tell me how that joint works.
We gotta find something.
You tell me how that's gonna go.
You know, something natural, something.
Yeah, that's.
I'm scared of that.
Some ginseng or
All
something.
right, hey, anybody that says don't take it, be up 24 hours, and that be up another 6, doing some serious stuff, and then you tell me if you don't need some type of caffeine.
That explains why you're so fucking angry all the time.
I'm not angry. I'm actually very pleasant. I am a very pleasant individual.
I don't know if we're going with the word pleasant.
I am a very pleasant individual.
I need him to see that video I posted on my story.
Which
with
one?
The guy that was narrating the fire.
Yo, I meant to send that to you.
Hold on,
I'll show you later. I'll show you later.
Sidebar.
Yo, so all right, so peep game, right? I got a question. So we all know that relationship weight and single weight are very different. Two very different things.
Yes, Lord.
So the question I have is, does your attraction to certain weight levels shift when you're in a relationship versus when you're single?
I think so.
Aren't you just supposed, if you're in a relationship, aren't you just supposed to like whatever weight she has?
You still fuck her anyway?
Come here, Big Betty.
Right. You
jump on this dirt.
You're like, oh, you want me to find a clip? Hold on, let me stomach up.
Lift that foot.
Like even if you going from Lisa Ray to like 2 times a Lizzo, hey, you're supposed to be happy with it either way. Like, I mean, fuck, yo.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, relationship weight is real. So like,
it is.
That is real.
Definitely.
I mean, have y'all ever had a conversation with like someone that y'all been in a relationship with about their weight? Like either one way or the other, like you're too small, or like you lost a lot of weight, or you're getting too big.
How'd that go?
Oh, we weren't in a relationship right after.
Well, all right. We know the takeaway from that.
Right.
What happened?
No, I was just like, I mean, you know, I was nice about it. Like, you know, we, you looked this certain way when I met you. You were looking this certain way now, and I'm desiring how you used to look.
How long after? Like, how long was y'all messing with each other before this?
Like what do you mean?
Like, what was the duration of the weight gain? Over a year?
Probably like a year.
Oh.
But see, I think that's so weird. Like, if I'm attracted to you because you look a certain way. Not saying you ain't supposed to evolve or whatever, but it's like, wouldn't you want to just keep it that way as much as you can, as much as possible?
I feel that way. Unless you meet someone when you're in like high school, you've been with them for a million years. Like clearly, you're not going to be the same weight you were in high school.
That's a little different.
That's different. But if you're meeting somebody now in your 30s and they're a certain weight, you're attracted to them. I feel like you should try to maintain that weight throughout. Now, if y'all start having kids, that's a different level. That's another thing
for the woman.
Yeah, for the woman. But like, I feel like you should try to
not if the dude has kids.
maintain that weight. You shouldn't be gaining too much or losing too much because like I fucked with you because you look like this. That's a thing.
That's a real thing.
That's a thing.
And plus, that's a. I think, in my opinion, that's an extremely easy way for anybody, guy or girl, to eyes to stroll, because you could be on, you know, the gram or whatever. Like I said earlier, like you get so many of these manufactured bodies like from all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at your girl, you remember when she looked a certain way, and now she's, you know. But also with that
I'm
weight.
so glad my husband is not on social media.
Oh, really?
Like, you don't need to see
Can
what
I
these
point out
bitches
something?
look like.
But also, but it's not just the weight thing. Like you yourself, your attitude shifts. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have that. You may not have that confidence anymore, or you know what I'm saying, that you once had when you looked a certain way. So that can truly affect your relationship.
I think this. All right, social media, right? Cool. So I think the way to think about social media is this: you're looking at social media and you're getting all down because everyone looks like they're in shape. But the way to think about social media is this: whether you're a guy or a girl, there's what, 500 million people on Instagram. So that means that a 500 million people on Instagram, like just by rule of numbers, there's got to be someone that you shoot your shot at.
Exactly.
Right. So like. Even like you take all the pretend shit out and all of that, like at the end of the day, if you're talking about like just the scenario of how many like just being confident in yourself, like if the person that you like are ogling over isn't feeling you, okay, and that's not an easy thing to do, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like that's a healthy thing to do. Like, don't stop liking 86,000 pictures and then like working yourself up. And when you finally work up the courage to slide in the DMs, you get rejected, and now like you're all like worked up because like you forgot that there's 500 million other people on Instagram.
But that doesn't matter, yo. Like,
Can I point out something real quick? My fault.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So it's interesting, and I hope the fellas don't mind me bringing the story up. But it was a girl that was like cute. We wanted a picture together. And they were like, yo, she's cute. And I was like, yo, my friend said you're cute. And they were like, well, how can they say that I'm cute?
They said that about you?
No. Like, she was saying, like, I showed y'all the picture. I'm like, oh, yeah, she's cute. Like, it was just like a regular picture.
Okay, gotcha.
I showed you guys the picture. They were like, she's cute. I told the girl, hey, my friends think you're cute. And she was like, well, how? They can barely see all of my features, all my wonderful aspects. And I'm like, yo, look, guys, we are way more simple than that. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, no, blah, blah, blah. So then we proceeded to have a whole debate on what we thought was attractive versus what women thought were attractive. So we did a slide-by-slide photo of every girl. I pulled out the girls I thought was attractive. She put the girls that she thought was attractive. We had random guys come in and they chose which girl they thought was cuter.
Right.
Every time the guy sided with me. Why? Because women think that these lashes for some reason are like the thing. They think that, oh yeah, I gotta have my face a certain way. That's gonna be a thing. It's all about highlighting your features. I mean, for a guy, like yo, you can be a heavier set woman, but if you know how to make it out the right way, then you'll be okay. But women think, oh no, I had this weight, so now I get a tummy tuck, and that's the thing. I'm like, that's not how that works.
Right.
I'm like, women think that, like when she brought up the fact that she had all this makeup, all this mascara, all this stuff, it's like, yo, a lot of times guys like more natural stuff. They don't want you super, super made up.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I think that sometimes women go overboard on thinking what it is that guys like, because sometimes they guess wrong.
What I realized, I don't know. This is just my thoughts. I don't know. You can tell me if I'm right or not.
You're right.
I feel like That's another reason why I appreciate going out, because if you just stay in the house all day and you're on social media, like, your world can be fucked. But when you go out, you see all these different bodies, especially in Baltimore. You know how, we look here.
Baltimore different.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I go out on Fellas Point, I just people watch. I'm like looking at all the different shapes and sizes, and just as long as you, like, if you're around people, like, these people on Instagram are not out in real life. Like, maybe in LA somewhere, but here, like, I do get appreciation of real bodies when I go out in public and I'm seeing stuff like the wine festivals and shit like that. Like, seeing natural bodies, I love it, especially in Zuma when the booties are moving.
That's what I'm saying.
Say it.
Here's the thing. If your ass is so done up that it doesn't move around, how can I appreciate your sundress?
Oh, I do one better. Like, your legs are like toothpicks, but somehow your butt is like ridiculously large. Like, that's the most annoying
You gotta
thing.
find the doctor that knows how to get the proper thigh to ass ratio.
Exactly. Get your portions right.
Yo, y'all.
If you want a slimmer side, you need to get the skinny BBL, because this thing now is they got the regular BBL and the skinny BBL.
Now that a room full of niggas, the women like advice on how on their body. What's the takeaway from this?
I forgot to make my point.
Oh, Ash, I'm sorry. We gotta let her make a point. I'm sorry.
I just feel like you guys like certain stuff on social media, but what y'all really mess with in real life is not what y'all like on social media.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. 100%.
Like, I don't know what that means as a woman. Like, I don't really know what that means. Do y'all really appreciate?
We were supposed to be wrapping this up.
Yeah,
now look what you got.
Yo, oh my gosh. Like, yo. And it's funny to me because women do that a lot. Yo, a like picture does not mean that I want this girl to be my girl, my wife, or anything above. It's like you watching a nice car. Yo, that's a nice Maserati. But guess what? I'm not driving it because I'll go too fast and I'll mess around and kill myself. I'm good. But it's a nice car. I appreciate that car. Somehow women will see a like picture and be like, oh yeah, no, he wants her to be his wife, his girlfriend. No. Not even a little bit.
He wouldn't even look
and that's
at me.
not the case. Not even a little bit. A like picture is just a good job. You look cute. I'll see you later.
See, that's
dumb.
it. That's dumb. If you're in a relationship, don't like anybody's pictures.
And I bet money.
Don't even put yourself in that position.
And I bet money if you ask a guy, right? We'll like a picture when we first get on social media. We'll be off maybe about 30, 40 minutes. He probably can't remember what the first girl looked like that he liked when he first got on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that deep with us. Ever. But for some reason, women think it is.
Coming with the realness.
But plus, y'all also forget. You women
That's
forget. Before there was social media and shit, there was porn. You know what I'm saying? So we already there was already.
But that's true though.
There was already in our minds a separation of church and state. When it came, you know what I'm saying? Like we.
I like how you did that. I like how you did that.
You know what I mean? Like we already know. Look,
say it.
We're gonna beat our meat to Cherokee the ass, you know what I'm saying, and Pinky, you feel me? But we know we ain't out here pulling no Jenna Jamesons and you know what I mean, girls like that. So we understand that it's just different when you involve relationships now, because now we're both seeing the same things now, as opposed to I'll be in my room with a VCR. You know what I'm saying? And a blank label, you know what I mean? Enjoying myself. You feel me? So I think that's where the confusion lies. Like I said earlier before we hopped on, we talked about bringing a girl to the strip club, you know, bringing your wife behind enemy lines. Now we're both looking at the same things, and I think the confusion there is we think we can have that. We don't think we can have that. We just enjoy that fantasy. But yeah, that's my takeaway, and that should be all of our takeaways.
The takeaway is what? That social media isn't real.
It's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy, and the people that you see in real life is the people that you're actually attracted to. So,
Love your body, bitch.
So put your fucking phone away and live life every
You
day.
might have to lift this fupa up to get to it.
And if you don't love your body, then you just gotta get your mind right first before you want to.
He's going to say get your meat right.
Oh, what? Oh wow.
There's doctors for that.
There are. That's true.
That's a new thing.
But you gotta check yourself mentally first. Before you can't let nobody else if you can't love yourself. So you gotta get yourself together in the head to make sure you can get yourself in a space where you love yourself, wherever your body is, and then you can truly work through getting to your actual ultimate body goal.
You kicking that serious shit today, Flash?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I just watched a press conference not too long ago where Joe Biden was like, he's going after everybody that had these PPP frauds very aggressively. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he's not playing, he wants his money, and he's going to pursue you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people are, lower budget people, and for whatever reason, they did what they did, and he's like, I want my money. So now my question is, you have somebody that's an NFL quarterback that decided that he wanted to take government money, millions of government money, to put up a volleyball court. I need you to have that same energy. I need you to oppress him, even at jail time. I understand he's going to pay that money back. But why? Because he had $30 million. He already had that money to blow in the first place. So I'm going to need you to keep that same energy. Whether he'll get jail time or he needs to do something, bro. Because real talk, you want these low-level people, and you don't want to give them that same energy, that's a problem. And while we're also at it, ESPN, I got smoke for you because you want to sit back and press this dude that had his issues with his wife or whatever it was. I've been watching it all day, nonstop, 24/7 coverage. Get that same coverage to Brett Farve. This man took government money, welfare money, to be able to make a volleyball court. You know what I'm saying? And y'all giving this a half an hour worth of coverage. Y'all showing mad favoritism. Y'all showing a little bit of privilege. I'm gonna need y'all to get yourself together. Does anybody disagree?
Where's the line? Where are we supposed to disagree?
Right, I feel like this segment might end early. Cause here's.
All right, so but we should probably talk about a little more for people who may not be following the story, like what actually happened. He kind of explained it.
Right. So which quarterback are we talking about here?
We're talking about that Green Bay Packers quarterback, Brett Farve, number 4. You know what I'm saying? He basically ended up taking a lot of government money that was supposed to be for welfare and took it to use a volleyball court, or to make a volleyball court on a college campus that his daughter went to also, but that money's supposed to be going to people that don't have it. Mississippi, per the census and everything else, is one of the poorest areas.
It is the poorest state,
right, in the country.
Ranks 50th in like education.
Yep.
And let's not even get to the whole shit show in Jackson, Mississippi, in the water.
Pregnancies, all of that.
Right.
I don't know how that relates to this.
Right. Now, mind you,
it does.
And I also want to point out, when you had Michael Vick with his dog fighting, y'all ran that nonstop. Can we please give this that same attention? Because to me, this is worse.
Mr. Brown always said, that what did you say?
You have some people have the complexion for protection.
Yeah.
Complexion for protection.
Yeah.
Well, got the name of this episode.
There's nothing that makes that day more bright than waking up white.
Shout out to Martin. I think the unfortunate reality though is this is going to fall by the wayside, because stealing money from poor people just doesn't rank as high as someone who had
Fucking
sex with someone who fucked the vice president's wife at work. And
sad.
It's unfortunate because who knows how that went. All we know is that it was consensual.
Hold on. I'm sorry. My fault. I'm sorry.
You remember something?
Isn't Mississippi having a water crisis right now?
That's what I was saying. Jackson, Mississippi.
Coach Prime at Jackson State was talking about that.
So you took money when they having a whole water crisis. They can't even get clean water, but you making volleyball courts. Am I correct?
No, that's a thing. That's been in the news like for the past couple of weeks. And, you know what I mean? Like the whole water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi, and it's not lost on me that Jackson, Mississippi is, one of the predominantly black towns.
Right. Right.
So,
wow, that's it. First of all, volleyball though.
Mm-hmm.
The volleyball especially for women in college. That's like one of the most popular sports. And I went to a college as someone who went to a college that didn't have a football team. Our fall sport was literally going to the gym to watch volleyball. That was like the most popular sport.
That said, have you seen those volleyball uniforms?
That's true. You know what? You should.
And they tall and thick.
Buns of steel.
But I'm sure.
I feel like DJ Melodies likes the volleyball uniforms.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but you got alumni for that. You don't need wealth.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Suck a brick out the wall.
Dude.
You sound like Charlamagne. You said he was suck a fart out of Patti LaBelle's ass.
yo,
Wow, that's not the same.
It's the same. It's the same.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
but can I also point out, when it comes election time, that's what you need to keep that stuff in mind, because politicians that do stuff like this don't need their office again. You know what I'm saying? But again, it brings me back to that whole thing about the importance of voting. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all see what y'all politicians willing to do to y'all. You know what I'm saying? They do not care about y'all.
Yeah.
So y'all need to get together, get them people out of office, and handle your business.
Yep.
Here we go.
On that note.
What's the takeaway from this?
Brett Farve, I feel away. You are no longer in my Hall of Fame, and you a cruddy person. Period.
Welfare king.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers better anyway. It's messy shit with Mr. Brown.
Hey.
Shit about to get real messy.
That's right.
Really get greasy.
Oh.
Call back to what we heard earlier.
That was awful, but I appreciate the effort. Thanks, brother.
Fart on it.
What's good, everybody? So for this podcast messy segment, I'm gonna title this, niggas gotta sell the albums. So,
Okay.
if you haven't heard
Shots
what,
fired.
no, it's not a shot. It's just reality. We all do our stunts.
So you weren't talking about Blueface. Okay.
All right. So something that's kind of trending and a lot of people talking about this particular week. So, DaBaby, he's kind of been in headlines a lot for the wrong reasons, mostly recently. So he got a new project that came out this week. So, of course, I think to get people talking. Talking. I don't know where that talk came from.
Almost sound like twerking.
Twerking.
No.
But anyway, so DaBaby's dropping a new project this week, and everybody, the blog sphere, all the blogs are talking about it because of a particular track that leaked, or the song that's kind of everybody's talking about. Because basically in the song he alludes to the fact that he had sex with Megan Thee Stallion.
Lucky son of a bitch.
Allegedly. But basically, so people, if you don't know, back in the back in the day, when they were both kind of want to come up, they were kind of like they had like a more friendlier relationship. They would probably be like, that's my work husband, that's my work wife. So they were real cool back in the day. But then that relationship kind of drifted because obviously Meg has her situation with the Tory Lanez case, and DaBaby still collaborated with him after the fact, so I think that's where her feelings reside. But anyway, fast forward now, we got a song particularly that dropped. We're gonna play that shit, and I want to, here's what y'all take.
That shit was childish. The day before she say the Tory Lanez shot, I was fucking on Megan Thee Stallion. Waited to say the shit on my next album. Get it the day before too, but I kept it playing, ain't say nothing about it. Had a pretty boyfriend tweeting me, ready to die by the bitch like a cow. I told you niggas don't play, now you gon' have to handle me. I poked the motherfucking bitch.
All I'm gonna say is I'm not condoning what he did, but those were some bars. Those were straight bars.
But that's the thing. Rappers be getting away with shit because they say it in a cool way that regular niggas can't get away with.
Yeah, but you know what, you learn in high school, like you don't talk in your dick, like the game is supposed to be sold, not told. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I
You
wish
would
more
think.
people know that.
Right, yeah. I'm with you. Like I said, I don't, or like I said off mic, like, I try not to talk on my dick, but like, people, I mean, I don't know, like, for whatever reason, he felt prompted to say,
Do y'all believe it?
Because he has
I
a
do.
new
He has a project to sell.
I do.
That's true. That's true. He
The only reason why I believe it is because when the Tory Lanez shit happened, and he made the song with Tory Lanez, and she publicly said something like, how you gonna make a song with him? It's like, out of everybody, he hurt you the most. The fact that she spoke on him, DaBaby, like, why would you do that? It's kind of like, all right, now it makes it seem like you did fuck him.
So, and not to mention that
other
she did
people work with him too.
Right, and she also did an interview with Gayle King, and she was like, "Yo, I didn't let Tory smash."
I did
which
not have sexual
I'm like,
relations
"Yo," I'm like, "That's
with that
cool," but
man.
y'all get gunplay involved over this, and y'all ain't smash. I mean, again, I don't know, but I'm just saying it just sounds.
We won't know
shit.
until this
I
trial.
don't-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't speculate on people's like sexual experiences. I think there's two parts of this. Whether DaBaby had sexual relations with Megan Thee Stallion, and
Why
like,
do you
I
have
don't
to
know
say
that
sexual relations?
Bill
call back
Clinton.
to, call back to Bill
Monica
Clinton,
Lewinsky.
the one white dude you never want to leave around your girl,
The first black president.
the first black president.
hell, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
This will that's the shit we will come serious shit real quick.
We said that before we had a real black president.
That's right.
Or, you know, in some people's eyes, biracial, not black.
I don't-
That's a whole other conversation.
Sure.
I don't know that it matters. Like they both what? They both young. They in their if they had sex, who cares?
Right.
Right.
The other part is like I think the more salacious part is he said the day before Tory allegedly did or didn't shoot Megan Thee Stallion, I fucked. I think that's like the bar, like artistically speaking, like as far as like rap goes, like that's the bar. You know, because he ties it to something that makes sense. If he just said, "Oh, I hit," that does. I don't think that really matters as much, and we're not really talking about this. But
And can I say just one thing real quick? Yo, whether he did or didn't, it honestly, to what the point they're saying, it doesn't matter. She's still one of the baddest chicks in the game. She's made contributions that will not be touched for the longest time. Like, whoever she did or didn't date, yo, your accomplishments you made within these past 10 years, sure, you untouchable. Keep doing you. Don't even stress it for real.
true.
That's easier said than done, though, for us, like, you know, us speculating. Because, you know, obviously you got to realize something that I think women deal with in the whole, like, what's it called? The term slut shaming, right? So,
Weaponizing our sexuality.
yeah, that's a
against us.
real thing, unfortunately. So I think, you know, a lot of times niggas either do or don't realize, or maybe they do know realize, and they know that's probably part of the reason they do it, is, you know, yeah, I can say I smashed this girl, and then, you know, even if whether he did or didn't, and you know that all these people want to talk about, yeah, and then the woman's going to get the hate in the situation more so than the man.
Yeah,
The
'cause
baby, you're still not gonna sell any music, and you're not
I'm
gonna
gonna
give
go
it
that-
on tour.
And to
Like
the-
everybody's gonna listen to the snippet and talk about it for today, and then tomorrow you're still
So-
not gonna get booked.
So are you saying the baby is like on the same level as August Alsina?
Yes.
I was thinking that exact same
Yes.
thing. Absolutely.
Yes.
I was gonna bring it up, but
For
I
sure.
could never say that nigga name. But
I'm with you. I'm with
Listen,
you.
I'm saying
That's a whole other message
I
with him. I didn't even think about that. But go
I ain't
ahead.
got no beef.
That ties
with
him
the
and
baby.
Tory Lanez. You know, they got into a fight apparently. So,
Yeah.
but that's a whole other conversation.
Tory looking bad now.
Oh,
We'll
God.
see how
That
this
shit-
plays out.
This ain't helping his case.
He seems confident that he's innocent. As far
That's
as
what they do. And that's the
And to
scary
be
part.
fair, isn't her whole thing with her and Cardi the sexual empowerment and being able to do what you want to do? Like, that's your whole thing. Being in touch with your body, not trying to do stereotypes. So the fact that it's like we're young, the fact that you have partners doesn't take away from you. You know what I'm saying? You all having fun. Like, it doesn't take away from anything that you accomplish. So it only does that to you if you let it. So don't let it. Keep breaking walls down and keep doing you.
If you're a male listening to this in your early 20s,
Oh, God,
that
that's it.
voice you heard is growth.
Yes.
Because y'all niggas don't think like that in y'all early 20s.
And I guarantee you, the voice that you just heard thought like you thinking right now.
I'll just say
Right,
the
right.
women. I'll say just whether she did or didn't. Just the fact that Meg is a tall ass fine thing. Stallion for real. The fact that she gave two short niggas might have given two short niggas a chance, and y'all done fumbled the bag for short niggas.
Right,
For
y'all
some-
fucking it up for the under 5'8" dudes.
Facts.
I mean, I ain't under 5'8". I'm just saying. Like,
I keep
y'all short
seeing-
niggas.
It was all cool when she was putting that pussy lips on your forehead, standing up, but now all of a sudden they're trying to
Right, well, you're also standing up at the same time.
I just keep seeing memes of like this little tiny dog fucking this big tall dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous.
punching on her.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
Now, it was like, what?
No, but yeah.
I was about to say, to be fair though, like there's a certain category of guys that you have to give that grace to, because I don't think DaBaby was, honestly, I could be wrong. I don't know DaBaby personally, but I don't think he was malicious. I think he was just being a baby. It's like Baby, Boosie.
I see what you did.
Yeah, I'm saying like Baby, Boosie, Jeezy. Like, there's certain rappers I look at, I'm like, yeah, that's just them. They gonna talk rappers, they gonna be rappers, they gonna T.I., they're gonna be them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he was like, oh, I'm just gonna dog her out. He's just making songs and they came out. You know what I'm saying? But it still doesn't condone what he did. I think it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I give him a little grace because I know his personality. He says what he says and he means what he means.
I think, okay, so here's, one last point. Here's the ironic point about this whole thing with DaBaby. Normally in rap, some people will feel away because people are like, oh, you sending subs, just say the name, just say the name. Well,
He did it.
He said the name.
Good point.
And now we're mad because he said the name because of the context in which he said the name.
And it's him.
And,
Everyone's
right.
exhausted of
And
DaBaby.
so I think it's all subjective. No one has any consistency.
True.
It's all about the moment, and depending on how people feel in the moment, is when it determines when someone's be celebrated or someone's.
I hope the dick was good though, because at least she going through this bullshit. But at least she won't regret the dick. Like, damn, this nigga's saying all this shit. With that dick.
Can I ask?
I mean, you
That
was in
shit
your
was
20s.
good.
Don't
ask me.
So can I ask a
You
question?
already know my
Hold on, so
trash dick.
Can I ask a question to the one female on this podcast? Do you look at Megan Thee Stallion differently, knowing that if that was true, would you look at it differently?
No, I really think she
Exactly.
probably came in here and fucked several dudes that she probably had crushes on. I feel like Meg got in and was like giddy with it, and she had that madam persona, like she's in charge of her sexuality. Like, look how she was looking with Trey and all that, Trey Songz and all that. I feel like she came in and fucked the niggas she wanted to fuck, and now some of them are just speaking about it.
And you can't be mad at that because let me tell you something. If I was an up and coming rapper,
Bruh.
hey Ashanti,
Yeah.
hey Nia Long, hey all, yo, listen, and I get it. So like,
Nia Long might
I'm
be
not
open
mad.
right now.
I'm not mad. Right.
Yeah.
My DMs is
Yeah.
crazy right now.
You was my
Absolutely.
first girl crush. I'm telling you. If
So-
I had money, I would.
Show hey Nia Long.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Well,
She wasn't Miss Parker, but I get you.
On that note,
Damn.
we hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. We hope y'all had a drink while y'all listen to this fuckery that we call a podcast. We want to thank y'all for listening to us. And until the next time, peace.